What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the UTEP Dynasty in the All-Texas Conference. Last episode, we started to get some expectations in year 3, ranked number 15 in the country, and we did not live up to those expectations. We get knocked off on the road at TCU. Their quarterback, Adam Schobel, went off 290 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, and a 90% completion percentage. Speaking of going off, Baylor's running back Harlem Berry is the best I've ever seen. 99 excel, 99 speed, platinum shifty, and he rushed for 300 yards. Yes, 304 touchdowns. I'm treating him like Voldemort. I'm not saying his name anymore. They knock us off as well. We lose 2 games last episode, and now we're looking to bounce back. In this episode, we are in week 7 at home against Houston, who is the same overall as us. But I don't care about overall anymore. We were basically pretty close to TCU, and it didn't matter. They still spanked us. I don't want to say Paul Schofield's a fraud, but he might be. The problem is right now, he's easily our best quarterback, and he has no skill caps and elite development. I don't know how he doesn't start the rest of the year. He has to. J.P. Hawkins is a good backup, but he's not the starter. And when we look at Houston's schedule, you have to see that North Texas is basically the floor mat of this conference. Every team we've looked at their schedule, they've beaten North Texas. But SMU crushed them, and we have to play SMU this year at home. We almost beat them last year with Kevin Jennings on the road, so I'm hoping now that he's gone, we have a chance to beat them. But they crushed Houston. It's week 7, October 16th, and we're trying to bounce back after 2 road losses to TCU and Baylor, where really we had nothing going on in either game, honestly. We got spanked. Houston's roster scares me for a lot of different reasons, but the biggest one is Austin Carlisle. He has Magician Platinum, probably one of the best abilities in the game, but only pure runners can get it. And pure runners are not supposed to be accurate, but somehow Carlisle is, and he's 96 speed to go along with Gideon Davidson, their best player, 95 speed running back, but he is injured. So in that case, it will actually be their running back DJ Butler, who has 89 speed, a lot better to deal with than what we played last week, Harlem Berry, in the last episode. He was easily the best player I've ever played against in a dynasty mode in both games, 25 and 26. But that's really all I wanted to highlight. I don't see anyone too crazy. Their linebackers are pretty damn good. Braithwaite, Ladd, and also Mustafa Easy. They all look pretty fast, pretty athletic, and above 80 overall. So they got some damn good players. They are without their starting center. Their starting running back that we talked about is actually their best player. And Darius Washington, an edge rusher. And that is actually pretty bad. They are pretty depleted this game, so hopefully we can bounce back. I'm telling you, the stats don't say the whole story because this offense has been terrible this year. It's mostly turnovers, but it's also just stalling out. So I don't even know how we're averaging this, but I think it's just the New Mexico State game early on in the season. But Baylor's offense isn't even good. TCU's offense isn't even good compared to ours. But when they played us, they blew the doors off the hinges. How bad is the defense? It's actually middle of the pack. It's not terrible, but it is one of the bottom tier ones for sure, bottom half. And that is terrible because even though the defense did lose some players, they didn't lose the biggest ones. They actually came back, Coy Parrish and Brian Nelson II, and somehow we still regressed. And also, real quick, I do want to mention Houston has a better defense than us, but the offense is actually worse. So I'm hoping the defense can bounce back in this game. It would be huge if that could be the case because Houston only averages 26 points a game. We average 32, and their defense definitely is better than ours. And that's fine because hopefully with their bad offense, our good defense, their depleted backfield, we can get back on track here because we have some visits to show you, and that's a big part of this game. This game is so important for the fact that we have 3 visits, 2 offensive linemen, a tackle, and a center, along with a backup quarterback, Jaden Butts, that looks damn good. He could definitely take over for Paul Schofield if he got banged up, or just after Paul Schofield leaves, because I still think he's the future. And when we're looking at these linemen, I know at least Alfonso Mount has good stats, but I don't know much about Duarte. just yet, because what we're doing with him is just not scouting him, because he's a 4-star. We need a 4-star. We're only a 3-star program. Anything 4-star and above, I just don't even scout. It is time for a bounce-back game in the Sun Bowl against the Houston Cougars after losing both games in last episode on the road at TCU and at Baylor. The Cougars are without their best running back, Gideon Davidson, and because of that, we should have a good chance of winning this game. We did not play well the last 2 games on offense, and defensively, I don't even want to talk about what Harlan Berry did to us. Swings it out to Jose Kim, and there he is, getting 12 yards on the catch. He hasn't done enough, in my opinion. I don't really love it. But there we go. A good run. Lowers the shoulder, gets 10. Just about. It's 2nd and inches. Somehow. The lines are actually kissing each other. And Jose Kim, see, there's space there to crib that. And Moses, double covered. It should have went to Jose Kim, but we didn't even have time for that, really. That was good pressure from Houston. Martin Johnson on the out route. Good catch and run. Slippery in space. 10-yard catch, but still 3rd and inches. We're going to go QB blast here. Oh, I don't like this look at all. I don't like this look at all. And then they change it. Can we go back to QB blast? Yeah. Alright. Now I like the look. Let's go. 5v5. I don't love the look. Why did no one block him? I thought that would have been an easy first. He went way too deep. He could. No, he fumbled. No way. Dude, that's not a fumble. I do not believe for a second that's a fumble. I hope they call that a catch. He's down. It was easy to understand that he did not fumble that ball. But I was wondering if they would call it not a catch at all. They're blitzing. He actually turned his head and didn't realize we threw the ball. George Awasika. And Carlisle had an insane game. 277 yards, 4 touchdowns. And listen, North Texas is North Texas. I don't care. But this is going to be scary. Immediately what I have to do is go conservative AI on the read option so he can't burn us on that. Babcock lurked him the whole way. What a play. David Babcock with the pick. He has 4 sacks on the season, and that's his first interception. It just seems like this team can play better at home every time. First pass is a pick, and the visits are loving that. This is huge since we have 3 visits this week, 2 offensive linemen, which is really what I need. The quarterback would be nice, Jaden Butts. He's from Texas. Carlisle, who I touted to be very good, his accuracies for a pure runner are damn good, but he was pressured thanks to Ashton Coker shedding his one-on-one. Great move by him, and he pressures the quarterback, making him throw it early, and David Babcock seen it the whole way. Or maybe just a drag route. We'll see. Yep, just a drag route. To Martin Johnson. He has shifty. He has sidestep. He's nasty. We're inside the 10. I guess we are just merchants to play at home. We're home merchants. That's it. We can't play on the road. It's that simple. We actually beat them with the play action. What a pass! Paul Schofield! I thought he was out of bounds! He actually made that throw! And that's a touchdown to Amari Moses, the tight end! What? This is a crazy game. Why can he do this at home, but he cannot do this on the road? What is that? What is that throw? Paul Schofield is the weirdest quarterback ever. Paul Schofield truly is the weirdest quarterback I've ever seen. I really didn't know what I was doing here. I wanted to playmaker and try to get someone to roll out with me to the pylon. And Moses was doing that, but I accidentally juked, which made me panic. So I just press X, and Paul Schofield makes one of the craziest throws. Look at this arm angle. Look at this jump throw. 1 foot inbounds. That is insane. He shows off all the talent and then goes on the road and pisses himself. Why? He's that good. Get him! Get him! We didn't spy him, but we tried our best. 3rd and 4. We're blitzing. Come on, you're out there. That's supposed to be you, Cobb. 14-0 like that. You just have to play some good defense. Nice hit, Javon DeVoe! Knocks the ball loose with a hit stick. Oh, these linebackers. They are demons. What is up with this team playing at home so much better than the road? I didn't see any of this at TCU or Baylor. What a hit. Knocks the ball loose. I know that's the backup running back. Instead, it's our ball again. 2 turnovers pretty quickly. And Jose Kim. Whoa! Who was that on the offensive line? Choi actually moved to guard in the offseason, and we moved Sammy Gooch out to tackle just because the strength is better for guards. You need more strength, and Choi had better strength than Gooch. So very much so, I was excited about this move, but now I'm rethinking it. What the hell is this? That's a linebacker doing that to you? You are an O lineman. Have some respect for yourself. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 O-line recruits in for a visit at this game, and they're watching this. They know they're going to get playing time immediately. That was the perfect one. All right, 2nd and 4 after a good run, but still Choi got his ass beat. Play action. No! How does that happen every time? It happens every time. A pick immediately. The D-line follows it up somehow every time they get a good free rush. If you do play action, it doesn't matter. It's always bad. We have to hot route out of play action every time. Schofield definitely has a soft force. Up, the ball's out again. This time Babcock with a forced fumble. They recover, though. I think the defense is playing probably a little too well at home for them to come back. We're playing amazing right now. That was almost another turnover. Yes, it was a screen, but I don't see much happening. It is 3rd and 10, except hot route the play action out of the play because that is just not ever going to work. Good sack! Ashton Coker, finally pocket disruptor, the gold ability he has, finally does something because it rarely does. Even though he has 95 power moves, I don't see him disrupting the play enough, in my opinion. They have to punt right back to us after the pick. Cooley Parrish gets outside, and this is going to be cribbed. No, it's not. He gets hawked. There was so much space. He just had to stay going a little bit more north-south. And I think that is going to be a touchdown. That is the best we can do. I'm actually going to go back to that other camera angle that I do like and use on this channel a lot. I made a video about it if you want to go look. It's called How My Offense Changed with This One Simple Trick. And I really think it does allow you to see square, wide open, George Awasika, touchdown. Because I don't know if I would have seen that with the other camera angle. This time I do, and Paul Schofield finally does not miss a throw on the run with pressure in his face. Why? Because he's at home. I didn't really check A&M recently, but we're going to play them on the road again like last year. Hopefully we can score a point at least. But I doubt it the way we played at Baylor and TCU. Houston's shitting the bed too, by the way. On the road, they don't play as good. Like, the pure runner still feels like he has bad accuracy, even though he has good accuracy. Perfect coverage. Played that perfectly. Ashton Coker is hurt, though. It's not great. He's having a good game. I like running the football with Jose Kim. He's my favorite, for sure, out of all the running backs we have. There we go. Jose Kim. Lower the shoulder, buddy. Good stuff. I just don't want the stats to be so awful for Paul Schofield. Some of them are just unfair. That one's crazy. Great coverage. We need to make sure he stays upright. Moses out wide. Gets out of bounds. Breaks a tackle. Moses is going to be fun to watch for years at tight end. Amari is only going anywhere if he doesn't get playing time. So he's going nowhere. We changed him to tight end because we knew we needed one. Just throw it, please. Thank God I pressed R1 last second, but it did not. Amari Moses up the middle, though. Good catch and run. He is not. Almost picked. I thought that could have actually, no joke, been PI. I thought it might be. Carrion might be open on the comebacker. Let's see. He's not. We're sacked. And actually, it's a fumble. Get to it. We're going to kick 3 here. Schofield, man, If he gets in line, watch out, because he just can't even use the pocket. Adrian Gonzalez. He's been money all year. Now it's 1st and 10 after that. And we're going to go back to the blitz. He's not going to expect it. Coker blitzing. Everyone is. He's fast. He's out of the pocket. And he might be just gone. Austin Coker. Get a hit. And he slides down inside the 10 at the 8. Great play. Maybe shouldn't have blitzed him so he could just roll out to his right. Should have blitzed him from the right. That was awful. He's so fast, man. That was crazy. But just not from that side is where it should have not been. Oh, he's going to run. No, that's a dot. But, oh, man, that's not a dot. In 2000, that might have gotten you killed in football. If you played in the early 2000s and threw that ball, your wide receiver died. Now it's just 3rd and goal. Come on, Carlisle's getting blitzed again. He's so fast, but the sack is imminent. Sharif Reigns, that's what I'm calling him. And that's a sack, and now it's a blocked kick because we're keeping the shutout unless somehow I was actually so intrigued by the fact that they could have picked that up and ran it if he was fast. They can't hold their blocks long enough in the run game. Someone I feel like that's lacking is Martin Johnson until this play. Until this play, he is gone. That's a crib to the house. Let's go. He cribs a slant. And just as I was going to say, Martin Johnson hasn't really gotten a lot of looks this year. He scores a long touchdown. Let's go. We're going to go up 31-0 going into half. Oh, no. We don't go up 31-0 at half. Don't ask why. They're going 2-minute drill. We're going to go show cover 3 because we've been playing cover 3 a lot. And it's actually going to be cover 2. And we got him again. Oh my God, Carlisle's disgusting. Did you see that? Austin Carlisle, I'm going to give him his credit. This was awesome. What maneuvering of the pocket. Whoa, whoa. I don't know where I'm going. And he just throws it away. He really actually had someone open. He just missed him. 2nd and 10 now. That was good pressure. I need more of that. Not when the drag route's wide open. Babcock, everyone is laying the smack down tonight. That's amazing. And Azuma is blitzing. And he finds space, and he's just so fast. Carlisle is now learning to just scramble. When he sees nothing, he pulls the ball down, and he just goes for the space. We might have to spy him. We might have to QB contain. I'm not sure yet. Good hit. David Babcock's amazing. Earlier in the season, in the first 3 games, he had 4 sacks, so he was good at rushing the passer early on in this season. But now he's really coming into his own as a coverage linebacker as well. He really can do it all. Swiss Army knife. We're looking for everything. Carlisle is so fast. Coy Parrish actually should have gotten a flag for that. We're going to blitz him again. And I don't like that we're doing it from this side again. Why are we doing that? We're going to try to contain him. And there's just a drag wide open because it is cover 0. And they're looking to score some points. I don't love this. I wanted it to be a shutout. I wanted it to be the biggest game of the season from us after playing so bad. Coming back to the home fans, to everyone in the Sun Bowl, and showing them we still have life. I also want to win a bowl game at least if we're not going to make the conference title game. Because we didn't win the Pop-Tart Bowl last year. No way is he going to beat us in the red zone here with his legs. Coker tried to get him. He's just so fast. See how he did with a 3-man rush. No! I went for the glory. I'm so sorry, y'all. I had to try to kill him. I wanted him dead. Instead, it's a first. Dude, you all would have done the same thing. Don't lie to me. You're going for the hit stick there. No one's actually going to be disciplined. Come on, hit him. Yeah! We're going for physicality. That's what I want to see from this program. We didn't see it last week. They rushed for over 300 yards. I want to see more of it right now. The flat's wide open. So is this route. And it's caught for a touchdown. Houston gets their first score of the game. Last play. of the half. I didn't even realize. And they get the ball back. They're looking to do something historic. It's 30-7, and they get the ball back. They have momentum. It's going to feel like the offense hasn't been on the field forever for us because really it hasn't. Hit them hard. Come on, boys. Only back to the 17. We're immediately blitzing. Edge blitz here in the nickel. Come on. I like this look. I like this blitz. He shouldn't be able to get out. Perfect play call. We're going to play a little off coverage. And Earl just comes down. That guy, I was using him at the perfect time because I didn't really realize how off we were playing until it was too late. But thank God he ran to this free safety side. And they just go quick out, and they're not going to get anything there. They're going to have to punt. That's amazing. All right, 1st and 10. Corey Parrish couldn't do much. He was stuck in an animation. Paul Schofield. I'm done with the play actions. I don't know why. I've said it maybe 4 times this game, and you watch me just keep calling them. Keep calling them. This time a jet sweep play action, because why not? But Amari Moses is nasty. He gets 20 yards on that reception, and now it's just 3rd and 1. Just like that. I mean, hell. It's amazing. Battles is in. Lower the shoulder, Battles. Nice play. There we go. I'm trying. I'm looking. There is... No, I just... No, y'all didn't see that, dude. I actually pump fake. I was trying to throw it away. I promise. Is he hurt? Oh, my God, he's hurt. We're actually going to pull him out. We're going to pull him out. Hawkins is playing the rest of this game after that sack. We'll let Moses have a shot at it. Because why not? He actually did have such a good opportunity at that one. 3rd and 50. We're actually going to just go Martin Johnson Wildcat. I don't care. That actually could be it. If Kerry Battles was actually fast, it could have been something. But instead, we got a punt. And we're blitzing. We're going to keep throwing the dogs at him. Send everybody. Let's go. This time they pick it up pretty well. We can't get through. They just can't. What a hit. And he holds on. TJ Tillman took his head off this year. He doesn't have many interceptions. You won't see him on the stat sheet. But he's doing everything right. He really is. And Houston is driving right now. They're doing a good job of moving the ball. That was another 1st down. But TJ Tillman and this secondary I really do think is playing well. I wanted to try to lurk that up the middle, but they have... Babcock on the blitz. Come on. And they're trying to punch something in and keep this at least close for an interesting 4th quarter. And they do. J.P. Hawkins is in because right now Paul Schofield's a little banged up, and I don't want him to be banged up. Good throw outside. Moses falls down for a 7-yard gain. Look at Johnson to the flat. That's how this will go. That's how this read is. The flat's wide open. Let's go. Moses gets the 1st. I genuinely don't. I just think his wear and tear is really important. And J.P. Hawkins getting some snaps is never bad. Good pass. Good catch from Carrion. He stays up again off 2 tacklers. But that's a hold. Sammy Gooch. George Awasika on a go. But they have a free safety. I have to throw it. I have to throw it. Georgie! He can't catch anything. I don't know what to tell you. It's actually incredible. It's a dot. Actually, it wasn't a dot at all. A little bit overthrown. And if this game somehow gets close and they score another touchdown, I will for sure put Schofield back in. But I think he needed to be getting a drive off there. He's a little banged up. And that's just how I feel about it. It's now the 4th quarter. Houston's made this a game in the 2nd half for sure after a dominant 1st half by UTEP. Good tackling there by David Babcock. He's had probably his best game of the season, I think, even though he's had multiple sack games. 2, actually, with 2 sacks. And that's another amazing hit. He actually had a forced fumble in this game, but that one wasn't recovered. Javon DeVoe, his partner at the linebacker position, had the other forced fumble that we recovered. 3rd and 2, huge play here in this game. And Javon DeVoe, speak of the devil, he gets a TFL, and he says, "You're too small. You're too small." What a selly. I love it. We're going to go sticks here. We're playing cover 2. I want to play... Okay, we didn't get to it. This is bad. He didn't even play the deep third, and he didn't play the flat. What is Tillman doing there? That's sad. Maybe I shouldn't have glazed Tillman as much because he immediately sells the bag on me. Needed to get off the field there. Said this is still Babcock. No way! He forced a fumble. This is no doubt David Babcock's magnum opus. What a play. That's a sack fumble for David Babcock. And it's 4th and 10. We're going cover 4 here. Everything in front of us. Come on. Oh, immediately we get burnt. And again. No! Great play! It's Azuma, the redshirt freshman, with the play. He actually has Robber, but this man coverage looks good as well. We love to see that. Houston really let this game get away from them in the second half, especially with that sack fumble. We put in the backup quarterback, J.P. Hawkins. He throws a pick. Houston then off that pick gets a garbage time touchdown. They try to kick an onside kick, but they weren't able to do so. So we get our own garbage time touchdown to Amari Moses, the replacement for Cash Cheeks at tight end. The true freshman has been a revelation. What a replacement. I didn't think Cash Cheeks was replaceable, and we might have found an even better tight end. The true freshman has been amazing so far this season. And then Houston with another garbage time touchdown to basically end the game. Carlisle had to get his stats, Houston's quarterback, but it doesn't matter because we win the game 44-26, and Amari Moses has 9 catches for 102 yards and 2 touchdowns in this game. What a player. Now, I know we have to play on the road at Sam Houston, and this is a rivalry game, but I'm going to be honest with y'all. I really don't think this counts if we win this one. Sam Houston's just not that good, and they're not a Power 4 school. We're talking about other schools that we just cannot beat, that are way better than teams like this. We beat UTSA and Rice on the road last year. That's not the problem what I'm talking about. So this really doesn't matter to me. We have to win this game. If we don't, the season is basically just blown apart. But if we win this, we're still ranked now, ranked 25th in the nation. We're back in the rankings. That's cool. But we're probably not going to make anything but a cool bowl game. Maybe. Sam Houston does look like a tough out. Everyone beats North Texas, and everyone beats Rice. But SMU, they are a tough team to beat, and they almost beat them on the road. And last week they beat North Texas, or 2 weeks ago. Then they had a bye. Now they're playing us. And we're going to look at their roster, and you're going to see that they have a lot of the same players from last season. When you look at Sam Houston's roster, they are actually a half-a-star program, and they've beat up on some smaller teams in the conference this year to have a 2-1 record. They have 60 overall, which is way worse than us, but with the tactician boosts, their overall is way better than a 60 in the game when we play them. No doubt about that. Also, Austin Novosad, who we played last year, is now a redshirt senior, and he's almost a 90 overall. He's an 89, but with tactician, he's a 90. And because of that, now we have to deal with him, but he's still very slow, and he can't throw on the run. He's only got 77 speed, and he's not good under pressure. So that's the plan against him. We're going to have to send the dogs, just like we did last year. We beat them last year, and we're just trying to continue that. But they have running backs like Mac Dunbar with 99 acceleration, gold takeoff, and 94 speed. In the passing game, he will be a demon. And they also have Jarius Moore, which is basically his clone. He's the same exact type of player, 98 acceleration, 91 speed, gold takeoff. Eric Bradford Vance is out for this game. He has a partial PCL tear, and he is an edge rusher for them. So I'm wondering how their defensive line will play. Looking at some of the conference leaders in stats, you can see Arch Manning is balling out at Texas still as a redshirt senior, 25 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. And what's so interesting is Marcel Reed, who's a trader for Texas A&M, he transferred in the All-Texas Conference in this timeline to Texas Tech, and he's hurt right now. He's only played 6 games, but he still has some of the best stats in the All-Texas Conference, and we beat Texas Tech this year playing Marcel Reed. Paul Schofield is actually one of the best quarterbacks in the conference if he could just stop throwing interceptions, because Adam Schobel is definitely a little bit better than him, throws for way more yards, maybe not as many touchdowns, but way less picks as well. Harlem Berry is a player we know very well. 8 touchdowns, and 4 of them came against us when we had to play Baylor on the road, and he had 300 yards on 19 carries, so that means a quarter of his yards came against us just about, and he had 4 20-plus yard rushes, and he only has 11 on the season, so just do the math. That is such a high percentage of his production coming from us in one game, but we know why. He was 99 speed, 99 acceleration with these platinum abilities. We're never going to be able to beat that. He crushed us that game. We're going to go to Cedric Alexander, who looks pretty good as a redshirt senior. Texas A&M definitely has a good offense this year with the second best rusher in the All-Texas Conference. And North Texas actually has the third best rusher, but they're one of the worst teams in the All-Texas Conference. When you look at the receiving stats, I'm actually blown away. The true freshman Amari Moses that came in recruited as a quarterback, turned to tight end, is so good that in his true freshman season, he's actually leading the All-Texas Conference in receiving yards and touchdowns. And what's even more interesting is Chris Durr Jr. is actually just below him in yards, not by much, but by touchdowns a lot. And we know him very well. When we played him last season, he cooked us for like 10 catches, 150 yards, and we know he's very good as a receiver. So that just goes to show you how good Amari Moses is as a true freshman. And Ashton Cozart comes in as the third best receiver with 728 yards and 7 touchdowns. But what's interesting about this is actually Parker Livingstone, when we played Texas Tech, was way more trouble for us. So they have 2 good receivers. Looking at the All-Texas Conference when it comes to defensive stats, the sack leader is from Texas A&M, Sam Mbempa, I hope I'm saying that right, 5.5 sacks. And right behind him in second, with just a half a sack less, is Blake Robinette from TCU, and tied with him, these guys are edge rushers. You're going to see Mike Linebacker, David Babcock, who won the Chuck Bednarik for us last year as a true freshman, now a sophomore, has 5 sacks and 2 interceptions at middle linebacker. He is a generational talent in my opinion, and I think he will get elite dev this year in the offseason. Looking at the interceptions leaders, Texas A&M has another leader in the defensive stat, cornerback Jalen Braxton. They have the sack leader, Sam Mbempa, and now the interception leader, Jalen Braxton. And then you look at Drayvon Wilson with 3 interceptions, tied for second with 3 other players, and he plays for Sam Houston, and we're about to play him, so we have to watch out for the captain of the defense. You also have to watch out for Cade Phillips if you play Texas, because he has 3 interceptions, and Eli Bowen plays for Texas A&M, so their defense is insane again, and we have to go on the road and play them very shortly. Corey Parrish does have 2 interceptions, and so does David Babcock. Because Paul Schofield has elite development, during the season he can upgrade, and we had 13 skill points, so we put a little bit into accuracy so we can unlock Silver Dot, and now he has Silver Dot with Gold On Time, and I'm hoping with these 2 skill points he still has left, when he gets 2 more, will make his elusiveness a little bit better, so he's 90 agility, 90 change of direction. I'm hoping this can be a truly full bounce back episode after losing to TCU and Baylor last episode. This one we can win against Houston and then Sam Houston. And the Houston game was a blowout with multiple recruits in attendance. So let's do the same here on the road at Sam Houston and keep that momentum going in week 9. You can see Paul Schofield played in this game as a true freshman last year at home, and we won that game 24-13. I know it's crazy to say that, but just to throw them off, they're not expecting that. Good swing out to Kerry Battles. Nice, there we go. A good 7-yard gain to start this game. And immediately we're going to go run with Martin Johnson to the left side. Let's go. Good Good blocking. He gets to the outside, and there's the speed we're trying to see there from Martin Johnson. He cuts upfield and gets to the 47-yard line. That's a 22-yard rush out of the Wildcat. On this first drive, go full Wildcat. This is kind of insane. Wasn't expecting this. He gets outside the pocket. He's so fast, by the way, Martin Johnson. Another rush. 34 yards. 1st and 10. This Wildcat look is confusing Sam Houston. Martin Johnson almost found space there. 2nd and 8. It's now Harvey Carrion at quarterback, which I wasn't expecting. He does make a good throw, though, the wide receiver. And that's weird because he's not a gadget wide receiver, so he shouldn't have good throwing stats. But that was nice. A 1st down. And Paul Schofield's actually taking his first snap at quarterback for the game. How weird is that? I personally do not think Jose Kim has that type of explosiveness you're looking for. Amari Moses there up the seam for a catch. The best player in the nation at tight end and the best receiver in general in the All-Texas Conference as a true freshman. And he was supposed to play quarterback. Jose Kim's wide open. He just needs the stiff arm. He can't do it. We're down at the 2 here. I like the look here. I like the idea. Let's get to the pylon. And we do just that. Jose Kim into the end zone pretty easily on this first drive. Touchdown UTEP. Strike the band up. We're up 7-0. I think his name was Caleb something. Number 2. He was crazy last year. Had 150 yards against us in this game. 2nd and 5 after that first play. They're going hurry up on us. Javon DeVoe. It's man coverage. We went cover 0. Good defense there from Cedric Earl, the safety. Taking the drag. Good throw there from Austin Novosad, but even better tackle from Coy Parrish, the superstar defense. There's no way they're going for this. What? They're going tush push. Hold up. We're calling a timeout here. They're going to go tush push. If they tell us, okay, they're actually going to punt it now. We called a timeout and they decided to punt it. And now we start again with the ball after a touchdown. Our 2nd drive of the game. Jose Kim, nice block there. He swats that because we can just get a different returner. He's a superstar on the defense. He's so needed. They covered that very well. They spied Paul Schofield. I wasn't really expecting that. In the Wildcat, I like it. Put it out to Moses in the flat, and he can do something with it. The best receiver in the All-Texas Conference. Martin Johnson at QB. This is weird, but it's working. Let him be athletic. He does get up there for 4. 2nd and 6. We're sticking with it. Another look in the Wildcat. Tries to get the outside. Spin in here. Good tackle. I like this look here. 3rd and 7. We're looking at Carrion over the middle, and then if not, we'll hit the drag. Picked. I don't even know how he's there. I don't want to throw over the middle ever again. I'm scared. I'm Russell Wilson. I don't throw over the middle. Can we not even talk about that? I didn't see him at all. Not even for a second. Completely lurked. Thank God their quarterback's throwing it behind the line of scrimmage. 5 yards. They get a loss of 3 there. Paul Schofield throws a lot of picks. Hopefully he can clean that up as an upperclassman. No way they're going with Austin Novosad. QB blast or QB draw there because he's not that type of quarterback. He's got 77 speed. Javon DeVoe. It's actually cover 0, and he can't get his momentum to stay from going out of bounds, and they're going to go for this, which I don't blame them, by the way. Do not blame them at all, because why wouldn't you go for this? They have all the momentum after the interception. They run the football on RPO, and it's a great run up the middle. And they really would love to have a top 25 win this season. Probably their biggest win all season, no doubt. 1st and 10 at the 17. We cover the drag, but they still get it out in the flat. 5-yard gain. Should I go cover 2, cover 3, try to stop the run? They are running it. Great stick work there. And he gets up. Landon Brown, I wasn't really expecting him to be a factor. I thought it would be Mac Dunbar with his 90-plus speed and gold takeoff. But they're just running it right through our faces. Sam Houston ties the game. Just awful today. We got Martin Johnson at running back now. We're really trying to get him the football today. And they just shoot that perfectly on the outside. We're trying to get him a run on the outside, and it's a loss of 5. They just run commit, basically, or I don't know if they run commit. I don't even know what to say, basically. This is a great playmaker. Carrion's going to catch that. And he's going to go to the house, by the way. What a playmaker. Harvey Carrion, wow, he gets hawked. He's 97 speed, so I wasn't expecting that, but that was perfect from Paul Schofield on the run, and we're down inside the 10 at the 7, like I just did on the last drive. But inside the 5, running the ball is also hard, too. Like, how did he not lower his shoulder? As a contact seeker, Jose Kim, that is unacceptable, in my opinion. You need to score there. Moses is wide open, touchdown. You can always trust him. That's his 11th touchdown receiving on the season. He is the best receiver in the All-Texas Conference as a tight end. That's a true freshman. Converted from quarterback. Was supposed to be the backup. I realized very quickly, playing time deal breaker, he'll never stay here at quarterback. He'll be gone before we even get to keep him. Now, he's playing tight end in the All-Texas Conference at the highest level in the sport, in my opinion. But now it's only 3rd and 8, thank God. I hate man coverage when I'm usering. That was a great play call because I'm taking the seam away, and they go right behind that with a slant. And they get a first down, and they're still moving. Remember, they have a senior quarterback, Austin Novosad, and he looks good today. That's a fumble, though! Is that David Babcock with the hit? Is that David Babcock with the forced fumble? I think it was. There is no doubt in my mind David Babcock is going to become an elite dev this offseason. He won the Chuck Bednarik Award last year, and he might win it back-to-back years. No joke, this kid, and he won it as a true freshman, by the way. This kid is no doubt the best defensive player in football. A forced fumble, you don't come over the middle if David Babcock's playing linebacker. By the way, we made sure he looks like a true linebacker too. He is just a monster. I love the look, and I love the play. He is just a beast. 2 picks, 5 sacks on the season, multiple forced fumbles, including this one in a huge spot in the game. And because that's a big part of the offense. We need to be able to run the football, but Moses is wide open. He'll waltz into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the game. Playing cover 2 here. Good knockout there from Matt Coxey, the true freshman. I love taking athletic thumping linebackers and putting them into safeties, especially in the 4-2-5 and they play strong safety. They're great against the run and have good coverage stats. Super athletic as well. David Babcock with the deflection. Wow, he's done it all today. It's looking like a good game. A good bounce back episode for this dynasty until, of course, I say something about it, right? Trayvon Wilson with the sack. We got Schofield in the background, or the background. He's going to crib this, by the way. He's that fast. He's gone. Come on, Schofield. Up the sideline. Oh, get him with it. Let's go. The dead leg. I said the background. I'm fried. You guys know about it. Sometimes you take a little of the devil's lettuce. You say wrong words that you don't mean to say. Martin Johnson. Oh, I just shouldn't have pressed sprint there. I was actually pressing sprint. Harvey Carrion's in now. I don't even mind it. He's 97 speed. We get our receivers in the backfield now. It's 3rd and 6. Martin Johnson, out route not there. Have to just throw it down to Moses, and we'll just take the 3 points. I want to make this game unlosable. And now it's 24-7, just like that. Coy Parrish coming in on the blitz here. He's blitzing, and he gets the sack! Coy Parrish with the perfect sack, and we're calling a timeout now. We want the ball back. Coy Parrish in the robbers spot. They're actually just running the football, and we will call another timeout. All right, we're just going to heave it to the end zone here to none other than Georgie Awasika. And he is going to get an opportunity here. He catches that. That's a touchdown on the last play of the half. George Awasika with the catch. Finally using his size to his advantage. And that's another touchdown now in this game. Sam Houston starts the second half with the ball, and honestly, that play couldn't have been bigger. I've never had a Hail Mary work at halftime or to end the game, so that was pretty sweet. We're going to 3rd down already. They really haven't gotten anything going of late, to be honest with you. offensively. Early on, it looked like they could run the ball, but that stopped working for them. We kind of adjusted. And that's a good pass over the middle. Austin Novosad does look like sometimes he's making good reads. David Babcock's played a big role in that all over the field today. Austin Novosad isn't even big. He should actually fumble. He's not a big runner, so he should fumble there. But instead he gets a first down, and we're going to blitz. Maybe they're not ready for this. You go play action. It's a blitz. They're out in the flat. We need to hit hard here. David Babcock with another great hit stick. He makes you scared to go up the middle of the field. Great hit. This defense is playing great. Not another defensive tackle. Another injury on the interior of this line. We're playing a cover one look on third down. David Babcock looks like he's blitzing, but he's going to bail out here. 3rd and 6 is a big play in the game if they want to get back into it. This should be picked by Azuma. Oh, it's picked by Tillman instead! What a grab off the tip! I'm not sure why clicking on doesn't work. I clicked on and I made sure he had positioning. I pressed triangle and he really just doesn't go for the ball well enough. But Cedric Earl comes over at free safety and is playing amazing there right now, even though he's not that fast. And Tillman with the great hands, TJ Tillman with his first pick of the season on a great grab. Does he get the foot in? I don't think he does. Are they going to call this back? Let's see. They don't. He did not get the foot in. I swear he didn't. Regardless, it's our ball. Get it out to Jose Kim. He's got a juke. See, because he can't juke at all, you've seen it right there. That's a great example of why Jose Kim, I don't think I want to be the starting running back forever. He's just, right now, the guy. I don't really like contact seekers. They don't do much. George Osika on the out route. After that great touchdown to end the first half, that's another great catch. Time to go Martin Johnson back in the Wildcat. See what happens here. Try to pit. Yeah, we need to do that with better speed. You can't do that with a contact seeker. All right, Martin Johnson drops back here. They're going to try to spy him. Oh, Martin Johnson's gone. There's nobody here. He's just up the sideline. Nobody's here. No, he got the animation where he's tiptoeing up the sideline, but he has 134 yards rushing out of the Wildcat. Oh, Moses is back there. I think Moses should be the second gadget guy. I didn't think about that. He was a quarterback before. Play action. Moses throws it. Throws a pick. Yeah, he was a quarterback before, not now. J.P. Hawkins is in. I think all the backups are in now. I'm not sure. But we might. I am so glad we were able to bounce back this episode after such a terrible performance last episode on the road at TCU and at Baylor. This team came out on all cylinders in this episode, beating Houston and Sam Houston. David Babcock had probably the best episode of the series so far. A pick six in the second half, in the fourth quarter in this game. Just amazing. He also had a pick against Houston. Multiple forced fumbles in both games. I mean, what else do you want from him? He is one of the best players in football. There's no doubt about that. And then, of course, Paul Schofield just tacks on more and more points, this time to George Awasika. What a player he is, 6'5". He's finally learning to use that frame with that Hail Mary touchdown in this game. But Sam Houston had to get some points. They were going to get something. There's a garbage time touchdown for them. And then you look at Martin Johnson. Today he had such a good performance out of the Wildcat. So many rushing yards and another big touchdown in the fourth. And we just wanted to pile on. We wanted to get 60 points, and we did so. We win this game putting up a 60-burger. What a way to bounce back. This episode was amazing. When you look at stats, Paul Schofield was 18 for 21, 237 yards and 6 touchdowns with 1 pick. That's damn good, but that's a lot of stat padding. Really what I want to see is the fact that Martin Johnson had 15 carries for 221 yards, 1 touchdown, and in reality he had 4 20-plus yard runs. So I think you have to try to get him the ball more in the backfield if you can, because the rushing game has just not been good enough. We need better running games to play against these teams on the road like Texas A&M. And Moses still found a way to get his targets and he also had 3 touchdowns. He's leading the All-Texas Conference in touchdowns. I'm wondering where he is in the nation in touchdowns. We'll look at that. And George Alcica with that 42-yard catch to end the first half. He is starting to find his rhythm with good hands. He's got a great frame, 6'5", 195. He just needs to go up and be able to snag those balls that are supposed to be for him. Jump balls, just like Alshon Jeffrey, just like a lot of different players. True freshman Sharif Renee, who I was calling Sharif Reigns, played well today, 1.5 sacks. And TJ Tillman had a sack, an interception, and a forced fumble today. An amazing game. I was also saying that it could have been David Babcock that was the best player on defense, but it could have well been actually TJ Tillman. But David Babcock, look at this. 2 pass deflections. TJ Tillman didn't even have that as a corner. He had 1 forced fumble, and he also had 1 interception for a pick 6. Of course it was David Babcock. I just wish he had a sack, but he did have a tackle for loss and 9 total tackles. Just a beast all over the field. I can't wait to see what we can do at Texas A&M this year with these players, just a little bit better and a little more mature. After losing to Baylor and TCU, it was so nice to bounce back in this episode and get 2 wins. Now we have to go on the road next episode for the biggest matchup of the season at Kyle Field facing number 9 Texas A&M, and we know what they did to us last year. They put us over their knee and absolutely spanked the shit out of us. We didn't score a single point on offense last year. So hopefully this time around we'll have a better opportunity to do something at Kyle Field. If you guys are excited for that and next episode, definitely leave a like on this video. Leave a comment in the comment section. I'm always trying to get better as a new content creator, so any suggestions are welcome. Thank you guys again for all the support on the videos and the channel. I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers, so if you could leave a sub, it'd be greatly appreciated. It goes a long way. Thank you guys so much, and have a good rest of your day. See ya.